Let's get it. Over the last 10 games, Brandon Lowe over 1.5 hit runs and RBIs hitting at 80%. He's hit it in 6 straight games. Brandon Lowe been on the list all year. If you don't miss 2 in back-to-back, we keep playing Brandon Lowe. And I think he went yard tonight. Brandon Lowe over 1.5 hit runs and RBI. Hey, Sean Burke, pitcher strikeout line is at 3.5. Over the last 10 games, he's hitting us at 80%. Over the last 10 outings, he's hitting us at 80%. It's slightly juiced to go over. Hard Rock got it at a minus 135 to go over, and Sleeper at a buck 154. It's at 3.5. That's low. I take Sean Burke to go over. He's facing the Cardinals, and no history. You can see the Cardinals versus right-hand pitchers, but I like Sean Burke over 3.5 strikeouts. Seems very low. Seems very, very low. Hey, Miguel Vargas, 1.5 hit runs and RBI. Over the last 10 games, is hitting at 80%. He's hit it in 6 straight games, and it looks like it's juiced to go under. Not juice, but Sleeper and Hard Rock like the under at minus 120 and minus 127. It's the White Sox versus St. Louis. And whoa, it looked like they got Fed starting. Is he? I don't know who I thought was pitching. Anyway, Miguel Vargas doesn't have any history versus Fed. So does the bat stay hot? This is what I like to bet with the trend if it's not a sharp play. Miguel Vargas over 1.5 hit runs and RBI. Bro, the last video I dropped did not do well. I think the last 2, not on the trending plays. As you know, like I always say, I have no insight. Bitch, I'm betting with 80-90% hit rates or positive expected value. Speaking of which, when I finish the few plays that I have on Pick Finder, we're going to hop over to Daily Grind Fantasy and see what they do. Andrew Benintendi under 1.5 hit runs and RBI is hitting at 80% over the last 10. He hasn't gone over it in 6 straight. Now, again, White Sox St. Louis game versus Eric Fed, he doesn't have any history. Does he stay under? Has his bat gone cold? I'm not sure. I bet on him a ton this year. I like the under here at 1.5 hit runs and RBI. On Hard Rock is minus 115. Bang, let's get it. I got one WNBA play that has a 90% hit rate to the over, and it's Satoris Sabali over 10.5 rebounds and assists. It's hitting at 90% over the last 10. She averages 12 over that span. Who does she play against? It's Phoenix versus the Liberty. She got 4 games. Doesn't handle that. Hadn't handled that. That was last season, the last time she's played versus them. But like I said, the last 10 games is undeniable. She's a hustler. She had 15 rebounds and 1 assist in her last outing. The line's at 10.5 for rebounds and assists. I like the over. Bang, let's get it. I'm going to Daily Grind Fantasy. I'm going to price it with it. I got a couple of data points selected. I'm going to hit refresh. There's going to be some live shit pop up, but that's not what I'm interested in. I thought I would find some short plays for the NBA Finals tomorrow. You see the Jalen Williams and TJ McConnell assist combo over 9. Pinnacle has it at a minus 127. It's not extremely valuable, but it's valuable enough to drop that bitch on a 3-pick entry, but there's nothing else to go with it. Those 2 plays are live. You got SGA fantasy score under 54.5. I'm not positive about SGA unless this points line is at 32.5. Let's go look at that bitch real quick, because you just automatically take that over, remember? Or maybe we don't. Let's go to the NBA and look at SGA and see where the point line is at. It might be 32.5. Usually always it's at 33.5. Is Tyrese Halliburton going to play? I noticed that his points line was at 13.5. That's what the promo was when his original line was at 17.5. But you see Shea at 35, 33.5. I don't like this at all. Versus Indiana, 10 games played. I don't like the up and down shit. I ain't fucking with it. Unless I saw something sharp. Let's look at his rebounds and assists line. Usually be where is that? But they got him dialed in at 11.5. I'm not fucking with that. This is versus Indiana. Look at the last, 10 playoff game. You know what I'm saying? I can't bet on Shea, bro. Not doing it. He got a ton of goblins that might be interested, but that might be interesting, but I'm not interested. Let's go back to Daily Grind Fantasy and see if they didn't have anything else. That's on Price Picks. I'd just like to show you where we are, because I've been playing a lot of trending plays because I haven't caught a ton of sharp plays at the time of recording. Let's go to dabble with it, see what they do. I already hit my data points. I already see there's no value. Well, I already know there isn't. I surfed through this bitch before I hit record. But Tyrese Halliburton under 14 points at 14 now, but I saw 13 and a half, as you can see across the board. Everyone has that bitch at 13 and a half. We understand that he has a lingering injury, should have a lingering injury from what happened in the last game, but to drop that bitch at 14, I mean, everybody at 13 and a half, they're not heavily juiced to go under, but it's the most valuable play on the board on Dabble because they're off by 0.5, whatever. But again, not a ton of sharp plays, not a ton of value available. So this is why I'm on Pick Finder with it. Hey, speaking of value, Dabble usually is the first ones to pop. A lot of times they be the first ones off. Oh wait, did I tell you that first time users download Dabble, use code RICO, you got $25 free to play with at sign up. Bang, let's get it. Dabble is usually one of the first ones to market, not to market, but the first ones to be off. You know what I'm saying? And it's usually a weird line because they don't put a lot of hooks on that bitch. They give you a lot of flat lines, but they be off a lot. That was probably the second book I like the most, especially when it has the 3-pick entry. It always had the 3-pick entry that pays out 6x. But bro, those are the plays that I have. Hopefully I get the stream in the next couple of days. I'm on the roll. I gotta finish this, post this, and go straight to sleep because bitch, I'm on the road. I'm ReallyRico. You already know. Let's get this dough, bruh. Peace. I'm out.